Dear me. Oh, what a lovely day it's been. No rain today. A little bit of frost in the morning. Soon cleared. It was lovely. We planted the garlic, that we did, yeah. And a few potatoes. A little bit early, but you know, they got two chances, haven't they? Well, did you hear that Donald Trump had a scalp reduction? Yeah, several years ago now. It reminds me of Elon Musk. We planted the garlic. Oh, crikey! Yeah. I've been invaded! Oh, blimey! A little bit early, but you know, I got two chances. Crikey! No rain. Sound check. Whoa, that made me jump. The volume's right up. Alright, let's get that down again. Blimey. It's on my skin. Yes, anyway. As you know, that threw me, that did. Elon Musk, he's had hair plugs, hasn't he? You know, we know that. I don't think there's any disagreement about that, is there? No. Well, you're not going to try and tell me it grows back on its own. Maybe he's used some of that, that stuff that looks like Castrol GTX on his head. I don't know. Or is it hair plugs? Now, there must have been a period of time when Elon Musk wasn't actually in the public eye for this. We'd all see him, wouldn't we? We'd all see the little, the chiseled in little hair plugs and stuff. That looked horrible, it did. But anyway, it's very true that even though Donald Trump might deny it, he had a scalp reduction because he was very unhappy about a bald patch. God knows how unhappy he is today. Well, he always looks a little bit unhappy, unless he's talking about himself, like he did at the CPAC convention. He spent literally around 20 minutes at the beginning talking about how great his poll ratings were, and so I thought, hang on, he referred to it's a bit higher there. He referred to a YouGov poll, and he said it was about 60-odd% approval rating. I thought, that don't sound right. So I went on to YouGov, and it was 34. I thought, okay, that's a little bit of a lie, you could say. About half of what he's saying there is damn it. But that's Donald Trump all over. He can't help himself but lie. He does it all the flippin' time. Now, Donald Trump is happy as long as Donald Trump, it feels like the narrative is about Donald Trump in a positive light. But there's nothing positive about being Putin's patsy, his little plaything. And it appears that it's been going on for some while. This has been reported before, but never seems to really make any kind of ground. Don't seem to get anywhere. Now, a KGB operative, he made a post on Facebook, and I uploaded the video yesterday about this, just a quick little snippet, and it's about 8 minutes long. Alnur Mussayev, whatever his name is. Anyway, this geezer here, right? This is his Facebook page. So I thought, obviously I thought I could have a look, just in case someone's trying to spin me a line. Now, so scroll down here. Obviously some of it's in Russian, and I come across his actual Facebook page, which is the one that I was referencing in that video. He says, in 1987, I served with the 6th Directorate of the USSR, KGB, in Moscow. The most important direction of the work of the 6th administration was recruitment of businessmen from capitalist countries. It was that year that our administration recruited a 40-year-old businessman. That's a very loose term. Yeah. Okay. A 40-year-old businessman from the United States, Donald Trump, under the pseudonym of Krasnov. I bet they got one hell of a compromat on him, haven't they? They must have so much information on him, plus videos of golden showers, close-ups of his chocolate starfish. Oh my God! Don't think about it too much. No, bloody. Yeah, so in 1987, he says, I worked at the 6th Department of the KGB of the USSR in Moscow. The most important area of work of the 6th Department was the acquisition of spies and sources of information from among businessmen of capitalist countries. It was in that year that our department recruited the 40-year-old businessman from the United States. Oh dear. Now, There was an article about this back in 2021. I say 1921. In 2021. Pretty much the same thing, really. But I didn't really get anywhere. But I suppose when the actual person in question, the Russian, the KGB, posts this, and this guy is an exile. He's yeah, he's not. I don't think he's allowed back in Russia. Russia, no, because he's yeah. I think he's on the watch list. I bet he's very careful about Novichok. That he is. Anyway, before I carry on, let's see who we have here. Oh, believe me, let's make that a little bit bigger. Oh God, it's in white again, isn't it? Sorry. It's in light mode. Oh, blimey, we've got Billy Kershaw. Hello then. Hope you're well. There's Stomach here. Super tiny. What the hell? What's that all about? Hey, nice one. Joe Lefty's been a member for 10 months. Ooh. Sound check. I think I just had that by mistake. I could try it again. Yeah, it's still there. I've still got audio. No sound? Don't say that. There is sound there. I know there's sound. I've got sound. Hi all, shores. Oh, well, Gene, I don't know if you heard what, I was listening to shit. Did I mention it last time? I might have mentioned it last time, actually. I think I probably did, actually, on Friday night. But I was listening to Sheila Faulty. It's just been a usual horrible self regarding being trans and stuff. There's a lot of that going on at the moment. All about toilets again. And I'll try. There's just I don't know who was on tonight on LBC, but I walked through the workshops. I left the radio on, and some horrid woman was going on about LGBTQ, and oh crikey, yeah, it's just why can't you just leave them alone? It's 0.1% of the population. It's such a tiny group of people. Leave them alone. Just let them live their lives. Hello, Rachel Molan. Hi all. New fan, hello. We've got a new fan in the mix. Oh, crikey. Don't forget to hit the like button. It's got to be 10 p.m. in France. It's, yep. I might have gone to bed already. No, not me. Crikey, I'm up until like 2 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes 3. Making videos and stuff for this flipping channel that's going nowhere. Although I had a couple of good videos recently, but, yeah. Makes me wonder though, because I've been doing this how many years now? It's been 3 years I've been doing this channel, and they don't seem to be making that much headway. So yeah, it's annoying. As long as he's not waffling for half an hour about hitting live again. Hit live! Hit live. Yeah, I've done that before, I know, don't you? Hello, Nico, I hope you're well. Gingers. The Mad Monk, my friend, I hope you were good. How's it all in Scotland? Hope it's all good. Yeah, when are you getting independence? Soon, I hope. I heard Keir Starmer going on about how we might not agree on everything, but we'll do everything we can for Scotland as though it's a part of the Union. Or words to that effect. He's going to have to meet up with old Donny, isn't he? Yeah, next week. I wonder what he's going to talk about when he's meeting up with old Donald Trump. I bet he ain't going to talk about what I'm going to talk about. The fact that when he came home having his scalp reduction, he was in pain. He was. Oh, he's in so much pain. He thought, well, I know how to get over this. I'll knock my wife down to the floor over on the Trump and then rape her. Yeah, great, isn't it? For which then she locked herself in one of the other rooms. Or bathrooms, I think it was. Bedrooms, anyway. It's in one of the books, as it is. He's a lovely man, isn't he? He's not a rapist, is he? Oh, well, he is. What are you saying? Did he go to court? Oh, yeah, he did. He's a felon. Oh, yeah. And sound and mic is on. Yo! Happy Twilight, everyone. Hello there. Happy to you too, and Twilight. Hello, Channel H Dunbar. Fake rug. Are you talking about that? Oh, you're talking about Donald Trump's hair. Oh, must be. Could you have that scalp reduction? Can you imagine that? It's like a facelift, but on the scalp. Like take a chunk out, and then stretch it all up to fill the gap. Haven't you got to remove some of the scalp, some of the hair from the actual skull, the cranium. It just pull up tight. A couple of ratchet straps or something like that. Crikey, it must be horrendous. Then stick a couple of arrow staples in the top to hold it in place. You know. Ooh, maybe tack-wise, I don't know. Do it in stainless or galvanised. So, Andrew C. Hello there. Hello from the USA. So sorry about the orange shit stain. You're welcome to him. You could keep him. Oh, crikey. Our Prime Minister's coming to see him very soon, that he is. Oh, crikey. Ain't we all so flippin' lucky? We thought he was bad last time, and now he's like, oh my God, he feels he's endorsed. He says he's got his, permission of the people. He's just horrendous, let's be honest. He's absolutely horrendous. How can people fall for this shit? It's just he makes all these false promises, but he's done all these promises before. He said that the Mexicans are going to pay for the wall, he said. No, pay for it yourself. In fact, getting crowdfunded by Steve Bannon, the man who likes to do Nazi salutes along with Elon Musk. Oh my God, yeah, wear racism on your sleeve or something. Yeah. Unbelievable. Hello, comic politic. I think it was your I pinned one of your comments earlier today. I think it was one of yours. Even all congratulations on your 50th. Yeah, that's done really well. The one on this subject on Krasnov. Yes, his nickname to Krasnov was Donald Trump. Yeah, it's that seemed to. I think it's timing sometimes, isn't it? It's just getting out at the right time, I suppose. I only made it. I sit on the sofa and just made a video where Melissa was banging pans about and making the dog, put the dog's food out and stuff. So there's no effort put into it. I just literally, I've got to talk about this. You know what I mean? It's just like that. Yeah, 58,000 views on that one, so that's not bad. I had another one do quite well, 107 views on another video this month, but as a whole, most of my videos are quite low. Hello from the States. We're sorry. Everyone's saying all the Americans are saying they're sorry because of Donald Trump. I know it's not your fault. I'm sure you didn't vote for him. Oh crikey! Why the hell did he get put in that position? Why do people fall for it? That's what I don't understand. It's like flipping Nigel Farage. How do people fall for him? And they did, and they do. They listen to him. At the moment, he's sounding more rational than what he usually is in his rants and stuff. He's calmed down a bit. And he's also pushed back at some of the more obscene comments, like Volodymyr Zelensky. He's a dictator. No, he's not, said Nigel Farage. So I think he's got against. He's juggling at the moment, isn't he? Because he's got those who say yes he is, and those he says no he's not. So he's like juggling with his own party and his own support. So it's quite a tricky one for Nigel Farage at the moment. And he does say he's now made the party a non-profit. I ain't looked up yet. I need to look at the details of that because I've got my doubts. I don't actually think it's 100% possible unless he set up another. I don't know. He's got to. He set up as two entities. How can you just make changes when there's two entities? There's the actual party, and then there's the limited company, and it's going on about shares and stuff. So it's like, something's fishy about that. Did it become? Ohms is here with an S. Compromised Donald Krasnov Trump over and over again. Proof of his allegiances. Whoever has the most money is willing to pay. Pretty much it, isn't it? And that has been the story all the way through his life, it seems. There's been a lot going on, from buying 200 televisions from Russia. Ooh, it's all a big cover-up. You got to read between the lines, didn't you? The problem is, it's so the evidence is there, but it's thin, so there's never enough to really pin him down. Hello, Frederick K. Evening chat, and everyone had a good weekend. don't know already. Andrew Warren. Farage also said, if you want me to say that. What? If you want me to say that? I don't understand, and I'm an American. I tried to explain to my father, and he is too far down the brown round hole for Trump. Actually, it's not a brown round hole. It's a chocolate starfish, if you know what I mean. Yes, and actually, there might be an orange one. There might be like Cheeto dust starfish. Doesn't he look in the mirror? Honestly, is it because his eyes are really open when he's looking in the mirror and sort of like drooling over himself? But he's always got white around his eyes, where his little goggles go on when he's been having his like spray tan, and his hairline as well. It's just like it's almost like he's wearing a fake face. Maybe it's Face Off. Maybe it is. Well. Hello, Endoline Jose. Satan's candy red, balloon not. What? Oh, there. It's very concerning, and I do not understand, and I'll never get it. I will never ever understand how people get sucked down that older, like you say, orange, umpa lumpa. Anyway, get sucked in the hole. Oh, I get the aunt. It's like they go down that hole and they get a lobotomy at the same time. These people. Is it because the people who are actually supporting Donald Trump, maybe the kind of people who would never have voted before, so they never had any. They weren't legitimised, and Donald Trump has given them a platform. He loves the poorly educated, remember? It's just... It's painful to watch, actually. It's painful to watch how stupid people can actually be. They go on about common sense. These right-wing nutjobs, they keep going on about common sense. It's like, what do you mean common sense? You're talking a load of baloney. It makes no sense. Where the heck did you get that from? So, in this article, now there's a really interesting web page, and it's called thetrumpfile.org. And it has loads of interesting articles about Donald Trump and also his family, dating back years. They do. Even, Fred Trump, when he got arrested and what have you, even have a look at that. The KKK. And there's a lot that has gone on. And like I said, I've pretty much based most of this. Okay, I've got a few other articles here as well, Guardian and various others as well. But this one's quite easy. It formats well. Sometimes I've got to be careful what I choose because it has a format on what I'm using. Some sites don't format. They're just full of advertisers. It jumps around all over the place. So now they say here, we have reported extensively on the evidence, and they have got a lot of stuff on there, and it feels to me a lot of some of it is based on evidence that hasn't necessarily been backed up, so you have to be a little bit careful. Now this article here is based on this guy's post, which why the hell hasn't he been locked up? I know there's been a long investigation. I had lots of comments on that particular video I put up. That is regarding Donald Trump. There was an investigation. They found nothing and all that sort of stuff with Donald. That's because I don't think they were that interested in actually finding the truth. And now they just recently did. It was at the Durham report, where they'd investigated the investigation. Well, I've had this in the past with with a previous Prime Minister, Boris Johnson. Kipper. Is that a Kipper?
Kipper.
Yeah. So, they say they've extensively reported on it, on the evidence and allegations by former Soviet intelligence sources that Donald Trump was recruited by the KGB in 1987. Blimey, God, that's like the year before I met the missus. Today, a former high-ranking official in the KGB confirmed those reports. So, here, I've already actually read this bit out before because this was part of his post, which is on the Facebook group. I'll put a link to this actually in the description a bit later on, okay? Now, Kiev post confirmed Alnur Mussayev's, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, identity, stating that he rose up the ranks of the Soviet KGB before becoming the head of the Kazakhstan's security service after the fall of the Soviet Union. The American journalist Stash okay, Doug. Deeper into the Mussayev's social media posts and found one of the 2018 confirming that Russia has compromising material compromat on Donald Trump. What's a compromat? It's basically a it's like a file of information. It's like they could use it for blackmailing or discrediting the individual, manipulating them, what have you. So it could be the golden showers. Oh, God, it reminds me of Alex Baldwin. Was it Alex Baldwin who did a bit of a skit on that, you know, with golden showers with Donald Trump and Putin? Oh, I need to find it though. So the FSB mentioned above is Russia's successor to the KGB. About the KGB's recruitment of Donald Trump. So now, this here, right? He met this woman here. Hey, come here. Ivana Trump, yeah? They fly to Moscow and are put up by the Soviet government in a suite across the Kremlin. And Ivana's assistant, Lisa Kaladra, she was a skier, wasn't she? Ivana Trump, wasn't she a skier? From the Czech Republic. No, it wasn't Czech Republic, it was maybe it's from the Czech, wasn't it? They discussed deals with Politburo, the highest committee of the communist government, and an agency that notes Trump years before. Almost a decade after. Oh, jump straight to the article. Let's just go back, make sure I missed anything on this one. So it's basically I've done that already. Come back to here. Alright, so Donald and Ivana Trump fly to Moscow and put up by the Soviet government's suite across from the Kremlin. Yeah, the highest committee of the communist government and the agency that noticed Trump years before. Oh, okay, I've got it now. Almost a decade after he became a target, the KGB meets with Donald Trump. The operatives feed Trump common KGB talking points and flatter him by... That's all you got to do, isn't it? Oh, I love your hair. Oh, did you have a scalp reduction? Oh, it really suits you. Obviously in Russian kind of accent. Yeah, I can't do that anyway. I'm not a red operative, okay? Talking points and flatter him by floating the idea that he could be president. President one day. Yeah, someday. Trump's ego, it latches on. After this, he actually does... his campaign starts, basically. Yeah, but I think that's under Conservatives then, wasn't it? Not Conservatives, Democrats, sorry. For the KGB, it was a charm offensive that was collected a lot of information on his personality, so they knew who he was personally, and feeling that that he was extremely vulnerable intellectually. He's a useful idiot. That's what he is. He's definitely a useful idiot. And psychologically, and he was prone to flattery. Oh, blimey. Oh, crikey. Oh, that flattery, there you go. Let's move that up there for a second. That's what I just check the chat, because I get a habit of it. It gets away with me, it does. It gets away with me. Okay, right at the bottom. Hello, Jeanette Compton. I hope you're well. She lied about being on the Czech ski team. They were a match made in heaven. Oh, she lied, did she? About being Oh, well, she was a skier though, wasn't she? She had one of them big hairdos, sort of like really sort of like 70s sort of look going on there with a big hairdo. A bit like I don't know if can you see Mars Attack when the aliens in the female body and she infiltrates the White House. She's got this big hairdo going on, kind of like that, I suppose. Yeah. No, I need to watch that now. Blimey. I rode through Iowa once. Wasn't impressed. I rode on to Minnesota. Says NBC was wrong to cancel Quantum Leap. That's what I have a that's a name, isn't it? Wait, crikey. Is that your real name? So, Minnesota, Rachel Harris, the intersection politics, social, she had to retire through the threats. Well, that is what Trump. See what Trump does, right? He banks on people giving in. He did it with was it ABC? Yeah, oh, I'm going to take the court, and they agreed 15 million. And he does this all the time. They back down because the cost of actually seeing it through the courts probably outweighs what they're going to gain. And then there'll be the next time, then the next time, and the next time, and now they've got Kash Patel in the FBI. He's even linked to all this. What's going on at the moment? You know, there's a whole load of them are linked. Mitch McConnell as well. They're all in on it over the years. Taking money from the Russians, probably. The thing is, though, what we have to remember also, the Russian people have been flipping brainwashed. There's only a few of them break free from this. And there's a podcast, a YouTuber, it's Inside Russia, it's called, and I can't remember his name now. Bloody hell. Anyway, he seems a decent Russian, you know, and he's been doing this channel for a while now, and he had to flee the country. I don't know where he's at the moment. I mean, he went to Turkey at one point, and you know, a couple of them done that actually, to be fair, that I know of. You know, because you're not allowed to say it's war. It's a special military operation, apparently. I got what? Oh, crikey! Do you reckon I've got to watch out for the old Novichok? I better be careful. Blimey. Donald Trump's going to try and sue me, he is. Hello, Carla. Billy Kershaw. When he is asked that he will turn around to, oh, but what about? Yes. A lot of what about, really, isn't there? We get this with Brexit and the so-called Brexiters. They like to call themselves Brexiters, like they're some kind of hero, but no, they're just Brexiters. Finite. And it is finite, pretty much, because Brexit has given no benefits whatsoever, unless you actually bet against the UK. Which some people did, generally conservatives. Grant Johnson, can't imagine having too much fight or flight response and less critical thinking as far right compared to a liberal with the opposite thought process. It's just beat your head against the flip wall, isn't it? I'm just going to let the dog in. Which one is it? Who is it? That's you, is it, Ben? Hello, Sebastian. Got to say hello. Hey? Say hello. You. Got Sebastian Bear, come see me. I suppose you want a treat, don't you? Huh? Oh. Okay. Oh, it's my finger. I want to keep it, my boy. He's a lovely fella, that one is. And yeah, he's got really cuddly recently. Really cuddly. And yeah. No, I'm not having cuddles now. You're going to lay down. Yeah? Go have a drink and lay down. Good boy. Anyway, where was I? I was doing chat, wasn't I? There you go. So, Bob bitchin' Bob. It makes zero sense. Oh, none of it makes sense. It's bizarre. He looks like an AI Jolson. An Al Johnson in an orange face. Yeah, there's something going on there, and it's just, oh, he's not the most handsome geezer, is he? That guy can't. Well, I bet he likes a bit of Willy Wonka. What? What chocolate? It's quite literally a cult. Yes, it is exactly what it is. When you're that far down the old misinformation, and when you do try to explain in common sense, actual facts, they just go off. What about this? What about that? I know the rubbish. It's frustrating. I don't think you ever break through them. The only way you're going to break through them, I think Donald Trump is actually doing it for us. Donald Trump and Elon Musk is screwing over the little man. Okay, that is obviously it's non-binary. And he's literally screwing over everybody. People working for the federal government, agencies, obviously the FAA, the IRS, you know, and the education as well. Screwing them all over, all losing their jobs left, right, and centre, and a lot of them voted for Donald Trump. And now they're feeling it in their pocket, which means they're going to feel it in their families. And once you start hitting their families, that's when people start waking up, because that's something that is first hand, and they can't. It's undeniable. Elon Musk just sent out an email. Out to federal employees saying to them, tell me in 5 bullet points what you did last week. What you do of significance last week. And if you don't respond, we will consider it as your resignation. What a... That is. The thing is, you see, also the other thing is, if you create this much disharmony within your workforce, no one's going to want to work for you. Anyway, and when it comes to you wanting to find, employees, no one's going to want to work for you. And besides, you can't just sack... Actually, to be fair, I don't know what it's like in the United States, but in the UK, you can't sack people like that. I can't remember what it is. Is it 1 written and 2 verbal or something? Or 2 written and 1 verbal? I think it's 2 verbal, 1 written. Warnings before you can sack you. It's just... It's nuts. It's just nuts. And they've still got to feed their families, haven't they? And pay their bills, rents, and God knows what else. And then they're going to get hit by the Medicaid. 880 billion in cuts to Medicaid. And now they're hitting the VA, they're hitting their social services as well. So it's Medicare, Medicaid, the I forget what it's called. The Affordable Care Act, yeah. It's hitting a lot of it. Bit by bit. Rather rapidly as well, it seems. All these people they're going to rise up against it. I think they're going to wake up. There's more and more. I might do a video about this actually. Or do a live stream about it. There's more and more people, MAGA, who are waking up. They still go back. Well, I do believe in some of his policies, but I've lost my job. It's that kind of behaviour. And I thought, what the hell? Wake up! Wake up, people! One day they might do. Now, there are some individuals who have woken up, thankfully. So hopefully it's a start. You see, until you start... Let's say it's a cult, right? A cult can't survive if you can't... it's not going to survive if people are broke. And people are not feeling any benefits of the government that they have... He's never there. He turns up to the occasional press release, doesn't he? All these CPAC conventions where they got posters outside in the hallways and stuff saying that Donald Trump for president for 2028 and ongoing. Third term, project third term. With a picture of Donald Trump as Caesar. There's aspirations are definitely there, aren't there? He certainly is going to be. Of course, he wants to do it, you know, because that's what he's. The thing is, I would say he can't do it because of the Constitution. He's ripped up the Constitution. He ain't abiding by any of it, is he? He's getting all these court orders against him, but he ain't actually doing what he's supposed to do. He ain't abiding by the court orders. And now you've got little kids in there who are linked to the KGB and all. Nicknamed Big Balls. You can't make this shit up, you really can't. So Big Balls, linked to the KGB. I think it was his uncle or something. It was in the KGB. It's just, it gets from bad to worse. Everything seems to link back to Russia. Everything. From his wives through to his sexual exploits, Epstein. All links back to Russia. As Epstein they believe that he had a compromat on loads of high-profile people in the form of videos and sexual activities with underage, children, really. Including the nonce, Prince Andrew. You don't hear much about him at the moment, do you? No. So it makes you wonder. It does. It makes you wonder. How the hell did we get here? It's not just in the United States. This attitude is spreading across the world. Look, we've got elections today in Germany. The AfD could have around 20% of the vote. Now, they ain't going to be able to get in government, though. Because, oh, God, what's the name of that party? Oh, blimey. They're right of centre, anyway. Basically Conservative party. And it looks like they're going to win, but they will need to get enough power in the government. They'll need some help from one of the other smaller parties, and it could even be the Socialist Party, really, Olaf Scholz. Could be. Or it could be the Green Party, we'll see. Depends on the deal, doesn't it? You know. But, there is a massive rise in right-wing populism, and unfortunately amongst the young. Remember, they are the future voters going down this right-wing rabbit hole. So that is very concerning that in the future in Germany, unless things change, there could be... There's another dog outside, just a second. Yes, there is. I've got Pandora now. Blimey. I have my Pandora. She's here to say hi. Probably won't see her, like she won't. Oh, there you go, Cat, just about. There, bear. Oh, God. So, yeah, so tomorrow's votes in Germany could be, right-wing voters, young voters. The same's happening in France. A lot of this is also linked to Russia and the campaigns for Russian funders linked to Russian is like a bit like Cambridge Analytica, I suppose. There's a lot of AI ads that have been pumped out there all the time. Right-wing influenced campaigns. They're not even real people. They're just robotic people. Well, actually, that's actually quite convincing. But you can tell they're a little bit jittery. You know what I mean? They're not quite perfect. But, they're getting there. And people are buying into it. They're buying into it. And promises that they can't keep. When every time a government gets into power, they realise, can't really do that. Can't really do that either. Oh, crap, what about a manifesto? Can't do that. Or we ain't got enough money to do that. Or there's always something. They never, ever just say, okay, we're going to do it. Unless it's Donald Trump, because he don't give a damn about anything or anybody. I'm going to do my manifesto no matter what. No matter if people are going to starve, it don't matter. No, it don't matter at all. Anyway, where was I? I went on a bit of a tangent. Sort of a tangent. It's still a Russian tangent, I suppose. Oh, what's it there? Hey, nice one, Alistar. Thanks, buddy. Hey, Alistar's gifted 5 Allshorts memberships. Oh, nice one. That's pretty cool. Dee. Enderleon Tizay. Okay, Utah. I'm a blue dot in a red sea. You're surrounded by a load of crazies. But don't forget, where the Red Sea is, there will be people there who didn't vote for the orange buffoon. No. Not all is lost. The actual popular vote was actually relatively close, wasn't it? So, and also, it's a bit debatable whether or not he won anyway. In some states, the voter suppression was quite extensive. Now that makes you flip and wonder, doesn't it? Hi, left eye viewers. Action Jackson. Oh, blimey, got people from all over the place. In the United States. What we have? 89 people at the moment. Nice. It's just a quick sound change. It's a bit debatable whether or not he won anyway. In some states, the... Yeah, that's good. I guess I've been talking to myself. I don't want to do that again. Yeah, my lights are all on, yeah, from a microphone. That's good. Whew. Oh, dear me. How many times have I done that? At one time I was like talking half an hour me out on my Todd. Oh dear. Can't help it, you know. I don't. 21% is legit, maybe 15% for AFD. Well, we'll see. Yeah, some of it's going to be a bit dodgy, isn't it? And there's going to be a lot of people have been, especially youngsters now, they don't really understand, and I don't know about the history of it all. Maybe if they knew the history of the AFD, maybe that's a project. Could it be another project of mine? Try and get out the history of the AFD and what they're really about. Maybe it might sway. I don't know. I don't speak German. I did German at school actually. I can't remember any of it. Oh, wunderbar. Oh, blue dot in the Red Sea. At the colour. When he is asked that he will turn around to... Oh yeah, done that already. Let me come. Right. Love from Philly. Hello there. Suzanne Brown. I hope you're well in Philly. Exactly. That's why we talked so much about multi-party systems before November last year. I mean, yeah, in the United Kingdom, we need the same thing, and then we can be a bit worried and what have you because, you know, proportional representation. Like, yeah, we've got the Reform Party gaining ground. Well, so what? If they gain ground and they get more votes, well, that is democracy, and that they're getting some representation, and maybe they won't be such a pain in the arse. Or maybe they will. But, you can't just have it always, can you? But at least you'd have some balance. At least you'd hope everyone would be represented in a coalition. Not coalition, in yes, there you go. Yeah, quickly. What's last week? Oh, well, with the Liberal Democrats coalition, that didn't go down too well, did it? No, not with the bedroom taxes and stuff. Maybe that's such a great idea. But proportional representation would be good. The power in the Kremlin lies with Nikolai Patrushev. That's it. Oh. Hello, number 3. Hope you're well. Oh, Swivey Joy. Oh, crikey. It's counting. Germany schools do teach about World War II, especially the bad parts. Yeah, but do they teach about the AFD? That might be seen as being a little bit, how to put it, what would it say? Like there's a bias. Oh, the schools are biased. Now I have got Eagle has landed. It is. Oh, it's a brood dog. That was a gift from my son. It's a brood dog. Oh, it's a lightweight bear. Oh dear, it ain't gonna do, is that? Blimey. It's not like French bears or German bears. No, those ones give you banging headaches. Right, so There we go. Carol West for a minute. So anyway, so back prone to flattery. We know about that with Donald Trump, don't we? Oh, Donny, you look particularly orange today. Oh, and I really like orange, Donny. Could you imagine it? God, just thought of it. Poor Melania. When they got together, when they first met and what have you, it was. I don't know if it was love at first sight, but they looked as a couple. They looked, but she got a smile on her face, but he's not exactly a great catch, is he? He looked old back then. She's had some work done and all, hasn't she? Yeah. So yeah, it's in 1998. Perez Zampoloni, a former modelling agent, hosts a New York Fashion Week party in which both the Slovenian-born model, then named Melania Norse, and Donald Trump were attendant. I believe actually Charlie Epstein was there as well. It was there the pair came face to face for the first time. Okay, this is for Melania. This bit. He wanted my number, but he was with a date. Yes, he was gonna cheat on his date. Lovely guy, isn't he? So, of course, I didn't give it to him. The future First Lady later explained in 2016 interview with Harper Bazaar. I said, I'm not giving you my number. You give me yours, and I will call you. I wanted to see what kind of number he would give me. It was a business number. What is this? I'm not doing business with you, she says. Everything's a transaction, isn't it? Eh? Instead, she recalled that he gave her all of his numbers, including the office at Mar-a-Lago, home in New York, everything. After waiting a few days, she dialed his digits. Oh, crikey, is that what you call it? I was struck by his energy. Yeah, she told in the publication. He had an amazing sense of vitality. In 1999, Donald Trump's second divorce is finalised. Lovely guy. So Donald Trump and Mark Maples, with whom he shares a daughter Tiffany, born in 1993, separated in 1997. Their divorce wasn't finalised until 1999, nearly 6 years after their wedding. But they'd been together longer than that. Donald Trump and Maples began dating in the late 1980s, where he still was married to his first wife, Ivana Trump. And his Ivana Trump's marriage lasted 15 years, during which time they had 3 children together. Donald Jr., cokehead, born in 1977. Ivanka Trump, born in 1981, who's actually trying to separate herself from the whole Trump thing. And Eric was born in 1984. And with his second divorce behind him, Donald Trump continued to pursue his budding relationship with the future Melania Trump. Donald and Melania have a brief breakup. Oh, what am I supposed to do with that? Oh, crikey. It looks like a mushroom. Yeah, so I've heard. The first time Donald Trump tried his hand at presidential politics was in 2000, when he attempted to secure the Reform Party nomination earlier that year. Reform Party? What? What? Reform Party nomination? Oh, that sounds particularly I know of another Reform Party. Yeah. Anyway, earlier that year, he announced that he and then Melania Norse had split. Oh, Melania is an amazing woman. A terrific woman she is, yeah. A great woman. She was bigly. And Donald Trump told the New York Times Public Lives columnist James Barron in January. Barron described Trump as looking as sincere. Donald Trump looks sincere. What the fuck are you on about? Sincere, as one could imagine. Mr. Trump, good luck. As he added, and she will be missed. However, she wasn't missed for long. By February of the same year, Trump had abandoned his Reform Party race and was, he wasn't getting anywhere, and was pictured with his girlfriend by his side again. Oh, there's Melania. Oh, okay. Look at her hair. It's actually good in the same angle. Oh, okay. Oh, anyway, that was Melania. Yes, apparently he swept her off her feet. He did. Yeah, he looks like he could be her dad. Maybe his granddad. If he went back for years, he'd be a paedophile. Oh, horrible critter that he is. Horrid that he is. What are you up with that? My Pandora's gone crazy down here. What's that? What do you need? Oh, crap. I'm not constantly giving you treats. No, I know. You. Here you have one. Okay. He's trying to find it though. Look. Where is it? I can't find it. It's in there somewhere. I've got it. No, I haven't. He's got it. Oh, doggies. So. That one there. What's that one? No. Now, the intelligence. Oh, intelligence, yes. Putin authorised the Russian interference in 2020 election, helped by some US figures. Not just numbers, people. Yeah. Oh, dear me, these people. Oh, I don't know. They will be locked up, they do. Absolutely locked up. Put them in an asylum. Don't tell him an asylum because he doesn't know what asylum is. No, he thinks asylum seekers are people from asylums. Yeah. He's not the sharpest knife in the drawer, is he? Let's be honest. No, he certainly isn't. Let's just find something. It's just something I had a minute ago. Not that one. Not that one. Not that. Oh, crikey, not that. Not that. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Actually, I might put somewhere else. Oh dear, silly me. Silly me. Get rid of that. I do wonder how these people think they can get away with this stuff. I really do. Is it just down to money? Is it just money and power? Really? Not that one, not what I want, and not that one. What have I done with it? Not that one. Oh, hang on. Is it that one? Nope. That one, that one, that one. No, let's get rid of that. I don't need that up there. I had a really cool video clip. You know, John Bolton was having an interview earlier today as well, you know, with LBC Radio. Oh dear. Let's quickly just briefly just show you that. John Bolton. Now, he didn't bring up about this KGB agent or anything like that. But he did actually say that Donald Trump is a useful idiot. He did reference somebody else actually who said he was an effing moron, but as well. Let's bring that little clip up here. It's one of them.
I've been saying for years that I think it's highly probable that Trump will try and withdraw the United States from NATO. And he's already setting preconditions that will justify it. You know, first he said back in his initial term, well, all these Europeans are not spending 2% of GDP on defense, which they pledged to do at the Cardiff NATO summit in 2014. Now he's saying you need to spend 5% of GDP on defense. I personally think that's what the U.S. should spend. I think in a challenging world, we're not spending enough, and we're at about 3 now. But I suspect there's almost no country in Europe, maybe the Baltics and Poland and a few others, that will go to 5%. So in a year, when it doesn't happen, Trump will be able to say, NATO is just as worthless as I always said it was. I'm getting out.
The thing is about NATO, though, it doesn't make any sense because there's two forms of funding in NATO. There's the fund for NATO, which the it's about 450 million across it, for NATO. 450 million, yeah, 450 million euros. But the rest of it is just funding for your own defences. And the way the United States works theirs out includes everything from the VA, all that stuff's all included. So it's not really defence. It's not 3.5% defence spending that they currently do, and that's been generous. It actually includes every single little bit. You see, this bit is a bit dodgy in the United States. It's misleading. But do I think we need to spend more on defence? Yeah, I do. That part of that I hate to agree, but it's I think we don't spend enough. We don't spend not when you got. We spent it on the wrong bloody stuff. Did we really need these flipping two of them? This was just Boris Johnson grandstand and two of these aircraft carriers at $3 billion each. Did we actually really need them? They're sitting ducks, and half the time they're in the repair shop. Yeah, Halfords having their prop shafts repaired. One of them is anyway. And the steel isn't so good either. Apparently, it's I don't know if it's thin or it's just a poorer grade of steel, probably from China. I don't see why we need them. Not this day and age. We should be thinking more about drones and shit. Look at how Ukraine, what they've achieved. I know we need a bit of everything, but we should be putting more effort into the drones. We haven't got many people, troops in the United Kingdom, for instance, have we? We've got about 70,000 or something. That's really low. I've got reserves and all that stuff as well, but in Dad's army. But we don't have enough people to do that. So the idea we can do what Russia's doing, just feeding it with loads of people, cannon fodder, you can't really do that. There's not really a moral thing to do anyway, because we're obviously too woke according to Donald Trump. But you just need to you can do a huge amount of damage, can't you, with a drone, and just let you sit back and either have one that's a UAV or just a drone that's literally just pointing in the direction, a bit like the V1 bombs. That's what those Shayad drones are like. They're basically just kamikaze drones, aren't they? Just point them in a direction, navigation and what have you, and they get there and just drop out of the sky. The Iranian drones. It's all horrible stuff, I wish it wasn't necessary, but it's all about having the bigger hammer. I just don't know how having an aircraft carrier that can be easily sunk by a drone boat, which Ukraine has proved. They've been mining as well. They've been putting mines in with these flipping drone boats. UAV boats, or what are they called? It's still UAV, that unmanned amphibious vehicle. I don't know. It's war, isn't it? It's naval vehicle. Who knows? Anyway, I haven't really looked into it. But we've got to spend more. We just have. Unfortunately, we don't have the money. That's a massive problem. So, it's John Bolton. He was the defense secretary under Donald Trump, and like many people who were there with Donald Trump, because he had more rational individuals in the government in his last term. Now we've got people like Kash Patel and Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth now is doing his job. He was there last week, standing at that flipping podium. What looked like he was drinking alcohol, vodka or something. It wasn't water. Not for start. You wouldn't put that man in a water. You'd fill your glass up, wouldn't you? And there's a little old tumbler as well. That's not water. No. It's just terrible people. And what else did he say? And here's this next one again.
I've been saying for years that I think it's highly probable that Trump will try and withdraw the United States from NATO. And he's already setting preconditions that will justify it. You know, first he said back in his initial term, well, all these Europeans are not spending 2% of GDP on defense, which they pledged to do at the Cardiff NATO summit in 2014. Now he's saying you need to spend 5% of GDP on defense. I personally think that's what the U.S. should spend. I think in a challenging world, we're not spending enough, and we're at about 3 now. But I suspect there's almost no country in Europe, maybe the Baltics and Poland and a few others, that will go to 5%. So in a year, when it doesn't happen, Trump will be able to say, NATO is just as worthless as I always said it was. I'm getting out.
That's right. I just realised I missed some very kind individuals. Oh, I did. Thank you very much, Darren Christian. He's also gifted 5 Allshorts memberships. Pretty cool. And then I'll put out videos before I make them officially live. And did I see Ohms as well? Ohms gifted a Allshorts membership as well. Nice one. Ohms with an S. We did Ohms with a Z the other day on Friday, didn't we? And Ohms with a Z. Why? Are you an electrician by any chance? Do you work with electronics? Yeah, now this time care. Cheers, buddy. Did they find any brain cells or sign of the devil when they did the operation? Oh, you're talking about the old scalp reduction. I don't think they delved in that deep. It's more like being scalped by, you know, a native Indian and then just stitching it back on again, but a bit smaller. I'm guessing, obviously. I've never had a scalp reduction. No, as you can probably tell. What do you reckon? If I have a forehead reduction, would that bring my hair down? Right. Would be like, is this better? Oh dear. Yes, Mad Monk, that's true. Apparently the Prime Minister is going to invite the Orange Baby, the Man Baby, on a official visit where you will meet the King and all that sort of stuff, and maybe address Parliament. Can you imagine? Oh my God, no. Do we have to? It'll be empty. No one will turn up. Or maybe he will just for curiosity purposes. He'd be however much time if he stood there speaking, it'll be all about Donald Trump and his approval ratings. I could believe it, but people actually sit there and listen to that. Donald Trump talking about Donald Trump and CPAC. Literally constantly for around 20 minutes, and the rest of the time was like flirting from how great he is to what they're doing and stuff like that, backs and forwards like that. And how bad woke, lefty, DEI and all that sort of stuff, and it's just nuts. So it's so Donald Trump could get invited. I understand why Keir Starmer's doing it. He knows, a bit like Putin, he knows how to get round flattery again, flatter Donald Trump, and he'll love you up. He'll love you up, with his chocolate starfish. That you will. Oh, lovely, blimey. Meanwhile, reform voters, they'll be going, I don't know.
Coming over here.
That's what they'll be saying. Yeah. Coming over here, taking our jobs and our women. So, anyway, where were we? Do you know what I need to do? I ain't got the notifications set up yet, because I've had to reload everything. There's a little thing I signed up for that goes with the software that I'm using for the streaming. And it gives me a notification every time Super Chat might have come up, or gifted memberships. And I haven't done that. I need to do that. I must make sure. I need to get it in my head. Yes. I'll write it down. That's a good idea, isn't it? That's a really good idea. With a pen. Yeah. It's like, I use an old, I'm a bit old school, me. I proper pens. So, notifications. Make sure you do that, Marcus. I'm missing people, and that was a little while ago. That was regarding the notifications, and it's a bit mean of me. I should have checked. I'm too busy waffling. I need a co-presenter. It could be the missus. She could help. Yeah, where are we? Oh, great, she's got a bed, isn't she? She does that. Leaves me down here on my own with the dogs. That she does. And expect me to work, try to discredit Donald Trump. She's actually really into it at the moment. She's really interested about what's going on. So it's good. I love it. It gives her, as a couple, it gives her something to chat about. You know, she's just in shock all the while. No, she's a bit naive. You see, people don't say things like that, do they? Oh, yes, they do. Hello, lippy lefty from Chicago. Please send Bovril. Have you run out of Bovril by any chance? I hear there's a lot of things that people are starting to run out of. I know about eggs, you know. Yeah, eggs is... Do you want to go to the toilet by any chance, Dora? Do you want a wee-wee? She's whinging again. You can't see it, but... yeah. No, you can't see it. Do you want a toilet? Her tail wags hits the floor so loud you cannot ignore her. Come on, wee-wee, Tom. Wee-wee? Or is that not a wee-wee? Yes or no? Oh, yeah. Come on. You'll both want to go. Go on then. Oh, blimey. That's what they wanted. They needed the toilet. They did. That's what she's... Daddy, I need to go out for a wee. That's what she'll do. Oh, damn me. So where were we? Yeah. Bovril, yes. In the United Kingdom, we're going to be seeing some food shortages. I think it's already started, actually, in the UK. For a variety of different reasons. Yeah, he did. He threw us to the ground, and after he had his scalp reduction, Suzanne Brown, he threw her to the ground and raped her because he's in pain, he reckons. Yeah, that was in a book. She doesn't. I think everyone's frightened of him as well because they never really want. They don't ever want to portray him in a bad light. So yeah. Anyway, that's horrible, isn't it? Yeah, but people stay with him after this sort of stuff, you know. Yeah, the man, right? He buried her on one of his golf courses because the land is there's no tax to pay on the land of the golf course if it's a cemetery. That's just nuts. That's why he did it. He don't give a damn about these people. He says all these nice words. Oh, she's a wonderful mother, he said. He don't give a shit about anyone. He really doesn't. It's all about what you get out of them. It really is. Hello, Kerry Haggard. Ain't the aircraft carriers for Jeff? Probably. The thing about aircraft carriers is airplanes, and unfortunately, as the FAA now, that it's not functioning very well. It seems to be. So I heard today that there's almost like one airplane a day is crashing in and around the United States. I'm not saying it's all because of the firings, but there's a lot of planes that are crashing at the moment. I don't know how many deaths or whatever, if there's any, but not just passenger planes. It's just horrendous. And it's a week after that fatal crash. Well, he went into the river and what have you. Donald Trump didn't want to go swimming. After that fatal crash, and a week after, he then starts sacking people at the FAA. Massive sackings. Thousands and thousands of people. Now he's saying, "Oh no, we're going to write a check out for all Americans of $5,000." Yeah, it's a dividend. It's a dividend. It's a Doge dividend. Doge, yeah. As if that is ever going to happen. They made these promises before. And what about the checks during COVID, what have you? If it wasn't for the Democrats, you'd have got nothing. Scar Scalp. if you believe the forced conscript number either country puts out, I have a bridge to sell you. What? You got a bridge? What sort of bridge? Is it a steel bridge? Suspension bridge? Stone bridge? Is it one of them religious bridges? A stone? Devil's Bridge? They may ask to return to the Commonwealth. Oh, blimey, maybe. The, oh, hang on, what's happened there? Reload that. What happened there? It just went loopy. Oh, so it's fine. Back again. Oh, dear. We should have gone with Harrier 2, far more versatile and reliable. Oh, the Harriers. Well, are you talking about their vertical takeoff? Harriers. Oh, here we go. Screw. Gazabine. Hello there. Even to you too. He's got all the dirt. The Don Vic buried her on his golf course as tax relief. Yeah. He did. Have I got that on it somewhere? Have I got that here? It's amazing what comes up when I start looking. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, first wife's resting place in Trump's New Jersey golf course might benefit ex-husband's long-held tax planning purposes. So when Ivana Trump, Donald Trump's first wife, was buried last month near the first hole of Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey, Fu immediately guessed that her grave's location might also serve as ex-husband's long-held tax planning purposes. The tax code, New Jersey, exempts the cemetery land from all taxes, rates, and assessments, and her grave, as such, potentially an advantageous. There you go. For tax, tax implications, man. The land taxes are exempt, and also they're notoriously high for that place anyway. But not now. No, I know what to do. Well, knock the missus off. She died in the fall, didn't she? She fell over or something. So anyway, she died in the fall. So I was wondering whether she tried to extort some money out of Donald Trump and then you give her a big shove. Obviously, I'm putting it out there. I haven't read that anyway. I just made it up. All right, don't sue me. That dog's in. He's gone straight upstairs. He's left me. My Sebastian's left me. He's gone upstairs. So where are we now? Don't need that one now. Let's move that over there. I was trying to be a bit organised because the other day on Friday I had so much stuff up. It was really hard to actually get through it all. So anyway, we're there now. Recruiting on Trump. And we got the fact that he went there with Ivana. Right. So, actually, just double check the chat quickly before I get into this. Oh, let's move this a little bit. If you believe documents for Russia love. Being a pedantic here, but the last race diversity died out with the Neanderthals. We are one human race. Differences. I saw a post earlier today, and it was it's quite ironic because it's a picture of eggs. All right, 3 eggs. There was a white egg. There was like a more of a light brown egg, and then there's a dark brown egg. And each of the eggs were cracked and made into fried eggs. And do you know what? All the fried eggs looked exactly the same. They just looked like eggs. Yeah, they're just people, you know. Whatever, right? Just judge people on who they are, not what they are. If they are, I don't know, a black person, a complete utter arsehole, well then that's it, they're a complete utter arsehole. They come in all breeds, shapes and sizes, you know. It could be maybe black, white, yellow, whatever. Pink with purple spots. It don't make any bloody difference. Oh, Christ, it drives me absolutely insane. Now, if you're going about cultures and stuff, some cultures I'm not that keen on. Now, my son-in-law is Nigerian, and he's Catholic, or, you know, Christian, Catholic, whatever it is. But, you know, he's very religious. And it seems to come before absolutely everything. That really pisses me off, because it's... I've got a problem with being religious and stuff like that, but it shouldn't come before your family. Like, for instance, when father-in-law needed a bit of assistance when he's had a heart attack, I thought that should come before the church, you know? Well, that's a cult for you, isn't it? There you go. He's nice lad, I mean, he's just a bit... yeah, a bit too bibly for me. 1 egg farts, 2 eggs fart harder. Ooh, don't they just? Have you ever tried blowing an egg? Yeah. 2 little pinholes each end. And push the yolk and all that out of the egg, so you can paint them. It's a pointless exercise, but there you go. My sister used to get me to try and do it for her so she could paint the eggs. Using my leftover American cash to wipe my butt with in Canada. Are you washing it? Are you rinsing it? So you can use it again. You probably could actually in the UK's money now, because it's that waxy kind of paper, which is rather annoying. It's sort of slippery stuff. And if you're a vegetarian, it's got animal stuff in it, so it's quite so good. Got a bug. Got it. A corner of my screen. Oh, wait. Hello, QL. I hope you well. What was the American percentage who believed or answered that brown cows make chocolate milk? Oh, God, I can't remember. Laundering cash. You got to launder it. Rinse it, wash it, launder. I don't care. It's still wet, isn't it? Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, something like that. Very food for sure. That it was 300 years, 3 million years ago. Don't remember. Oh, steam going. I was watching a video, and a time in human history, there may have been a few as 2,000 people in the world. Blimey. In the what, 2,000? Then did they all have to come from somewhere? I think that's this meteorite, all right? And it broke up, okay, on re-entry. And there's a bit of it went over there, and a bit of it went over there, and a bit of it went over there. And it's like Genesis. And it populated the planet. And that's why you got some people who evolved in, say, for instance, the African continent, which would have been different back then, in the African continent. And then some people might have evolved over there in the colder climates, and they're more pale-skinned like us, you see. You know how it goes, you know. I thought that's kind of logical. It's either that, it was ancient aliens, they came. That Prometheus? Yeah, that Prometheus. That's it. Alien. So where was I? I forgot where I was. Is this the right one or not? I can't remember. Yeah, that's what I got. There you go. So anyway, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence declassifies a report on foreign influence in 2020. The US intelligence assesses the high confidence that Vladimir Putin authorized election interference and influence campaigns ahead of the 2020 election to benefit Donald Trump. Ooh! And the US public figures helped. Now, these public figures include lots of these public figures who are actually in the government now. Oh, I wonder. Oh, he said they know too much. Do you honestly think that he actually wants people like Cash Patel and Pete Hegseth? Flipping hell, they're like village idiots. Oh, alcoholic sex offender. You know, okay, alleged sex offender. He's not, he's not convicted or anything. Lovely people. And what is it about flipping? What was that? Oh, crikey, I forgot his name. Matt Gaetz and the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. Why is it, right, that both of them adopted young lads, about 14 years old, young boys, right, but did it unofficially? In your position, would you do it unofficially? Adopt someone unofficially? Out of the system? It's dodgy as hell, isn't it? And they were single at the time. So anyway, make of that what you will. So report also finds that Iran tried to hurt Donald Trump's election successors. They're working for the American people, they were. Successors. Oh, crikey. Where am I? The report also finds that Iran tried to hurt Donald Trump's election successors, but did not favour one Democratic candidate over another. Now, China considered influence campaigns, but did not follow any through, apparently. And there are no indications that any foreign government or other bad actor tried to alter any technical aspect of the election, such as vote tabulation or vote registrations. Tabulation, sorry. In reviewing the report, Trump file was able to find ties between Russia, interference, and prominent US figures, and some of these people appear to have been directly involved in Russia's efforts. Now, others are connected indirectly. Now, what is it about these people? Even flipping Nigel Farage is linked to Russia, or Russia Today, and what have you. You know, not just I know that flipping propaganda outlet is banned by Ofcom in the United Kingdom. Where did all the money come from for the Leave campaign? Oh, Aaron Banks. Where did he get the money from? Oh, we don't actually know. It just turned up in the bank account. Now, this list includes, oh crikey, Mr. Drippyhead, Rudy Giuliani, Paul Manafort, Roger Stone, Michael Caputo, Cash Yap Patel, says Cash Patel. You know, the guy with the funny eyes and stuff? He looks like he's staring deeply into your soul. Senator Ron Johnson, Senator Chuck Grassley, Republican Devin Nunes, Tucker Carlson. Well, you know what he's like with flipping Putin. He went over there and just interviewed Putin, just allowed Putin to say absolutely everything. I don't think he hardly said a word, Tucker Carlson. Ali Alexander, Jack Posobiec, Tulsi Gabbard, who's just been confirmed. Oh dear. Jill Stein, Stop the Steal, and One American News and Network. Now, on the end of this post, we've listed 24 others who may have known about and possibly been involved in Russia's influence campaign. Possibly. They can't confirm that. Now, the paragraphs shown below are ripped directly from declassified report. Lines in bold may be styled as such in the report by the Trump file for emphasis. Lines in italics and section in the bottom of this post are for our own input. Ooh, thanks for letting me know that. Now, we assess the Russian President Putin's authorised and a range of Russian government organisations conducted influence operations aimed at denigrating the President Biden's candidacy and the Democratic Party supporting former President Trump, undermining public confidence in the electoral process and exacerbating socio-political divisions in the United States. Unlike in 2016, we did not see the persistent Russian cyber efforts to gain access to election infrastructure. A key element in Moscow strategy this election cycle was in use of proxies linked to Russian intelligence to push influence narratives, including misleading or unsubstantiated allegations against President Biden, to US media organizations, US officials, and prominent US individuals, including some close to the former President Trump and his administration. I don't know if you remember with was it Biden's laptop or something? Donald Trump had a grievance back then with Volodymyr Zelensky because he wouldn't comply with Donald Trump's request to get information. Probably because there wasn't any. So the Kremlin direction of influence activity. Oh, exciting! Before we do that, let's double check the chat again before I get carried away. Oh, come here. Oh, what am I doing? Keep pressing buttons. There we go. Marcus, the leave money went through Northern Ireland, but before that, it's difficult to find where it was from. What's Carol Waldbuller, whatever name's that reporter who Aaron Banks tried to sue. I can't remember from the surname now. I'm terrible. I'm not quite so bad today. On Friday, I was really struggling because I've got fibromyalgia, and that affects my brain. Oh, insane in the brain. Was it insane in the membrane? Brain. Anyway, I was really struggling on Friday doing my live stream. I was thinking of cancer, and I thought, okay, I'll carry on. But I get brain fog sometimes, so I'm a bit better today. I feel a bit better today, anyway. I've taken loads of drugs. Not those sort of drugs, no. Official drugs, like duloxetine, which is basically, it's actually an antidepressant, an SSRIs or something, SLRIs. Anyway, it's an antidepressant. I only take a tiny dose for, it's only 30 milligrams a day, so it's a tiny dose. It's not ready for depression. It works on the nervous system, apparently. It does work, though. It cuts pain down big time. I can't post links here. No, I can't change that either. That's something that YouTube does not allow on live streams. You can't post links, unfortunately. I can, I think, but I don't think you can. Can't post. If you follow the wiki on the Toba catastrophe, it's quite interesting. Okay, I'll just have a look at that one. I'll see. Beans just said that. I will have a look. There you go. I've got a French version. I could do it in French. I'm not too bad. It might be embarrassing though. Right. So the youngest Toba eruption. Is that what you're talking about? I don't know what that is. Carol called Walder. Alright, thanks for that. Cheers. Why is it going up and down? What is that? Toba. Oh! You're talking. Oh, crikey. Yeah. It's an eruption. Ooh, that's like Donald Trump. I'll check that out later. Alright. We're all going to be killed by an asteroid, so don't look up. So don't look up. Yeah, apparently. Where are we? Oh, back to the chat. Sorry about that. Just got distracted for a minute. Yappy Patel. He's a stranger. He wrote books about a dog peeing on a woke person or a Democrat or something. Some strange crap. They're literally been removing books from shelves in schools at the moment. Just nuts. Is Tucker in Trump's cabinet yet? Probably. It won't be long. It won't be long. Marcus, I leave money. Oh, we've done that already. I can't. Oh, we've done that already. Done that already. Cold Walder. Thanks for that. That's her, Cold Walder. Hello, Spank the Monkey. I do like your inflatable Donny. Yes. Can you? Oh, crikey. Could you imagine the protests? It was bad last time. Do you think the protests, if Donald Trump came to visit, an official visit, the protests are going to be even worse than last time? They did have a bit of trouble getting the inflatable crying Donny baby in the air. I think they have to keep putting like bits of duct tape on it because they keep letting off air. It keeps gaffing, keeps farting. But they got it up there in the end. Oh, sorry. Oh, I didn't know. Discuss with Steve McGowan got into conversations. I'll have a look at it in a minute. I will do. He wrote a kid's book about King Trump. Yeah. Well, Donald Trump considers himself a king, hasn't he? Like he's been posting recently. Yeah, from your king. Emperor Trump. That's his goal. That's how he's going to stay in the job. If he lasts that long, he doesn't look particularly healthy, does he? I think one day he's just going to keel over. Can you imagine his blood pressure? Ain't going to be low, is it? I doubt he can sweat with all that stuff all over his face. 0.28% of hitting at the moment, and they're still measuring the asteroid trajectory. Yes, don't look up. Oh, you never know, you know. What they're going to do is Elon Musk going to send his little robots up there, to ham and chisel it or something. It never pans out. It doesn't seem to work very well, does it, when they send out nukes to explode meteoroids? You end up with lots of little ones. It's like a scatter bomb. There will be they will be huge protests, and the blimp will be out again. Maybe we can have one of Cash Patel and Pete Hegseth and all that, you know? Do you think, though, that... Yeah, he will, yeah. The mayor, or Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London, obviously had to be approved, this blimp. That was funny. This blimp had to be approved. And do you think he would this time? Because he's talking a little bit more... I was listening to him earlier this week. He was on James O'Brien on LBC Radio in the morning. I can't remember if it was Thursday. I think it was Thursday. And he was a bit more open to the idea. He said, what Steve Khan was saying is, I'd like to take him around London to all the nice places and meet some Muslims. I thought, yeah, he's really going to want to do that, isn't he? We'll go to the mosques. He will be seen dead in the mosque. That'd be quite funny. Dragging around all these places. What's this then? Oh, it's a mosque. What the thing? Bring me a mosque. Oh, he and Elon are going to Fort Knox. Yeah, they can make sure the gold's there so they can steal it. Of course, that's what they're doing. Macropa blimp would be very flaccid, though. Yes, it'd be very flaccid. Maybe it could just be Donald Trump as a mushroom. Just to put a strategically placed mushroom with his wiener. I'll Stormy Daniel, she knows. The drunky Macropa blimp would be very flaccid. Oh, he's spent. He won't visit Canada now. Crikey, I've got to give the Canadian people their dues. They know how to deal with the United States, don't they? Under a Trump government. It's quite sad though, because everybody who are decent in the United States, they're getting hit with all this shit as well. That's the thing that saddens me. That good people have, the wrath of Donald Trump's slime trail. It's just something fair, you know. It'd be nice if the effects of all this just hit the those who voted for it, and well, for us, that's not so bad, is it? You know, but good people just trying to make their way in life, and they don't want to do no harm to anybody. They're not worried about people with brown skin, you know. It doesn't bother them. You know, they're happy to share a beer with and all that. You know, it's just what. Why? You know, it just. I don't know. People are odd. They really are. That's one of the things that worries me. I've had this discussion with my wife and my daughter. Now, like I said earlier, my son-in-law, Ken, he's black and he's a Nigerian. Nice lad, really. A bit too religious for my liking, but he's a nice lad. He's hard worker and all that as well. And a clever chap, really clever. techie guy. And I've got, 4 little black grandchildren now. And it does worry me how they're going to be treated. And when my oldest little granddaughter, little Grace, she's so clever. She's 3 or 4 years ahead in school now. She needs to improve her maths though, although she's still ahead. And she's a really, really clever lass. And when she's inquisitive. She asks questions. So it's like, questions like, why do they hate us because of brown, because of the colour of our skin and stuff like that, And she's trying to understand. And she did. I put a little video clip on this channel actually. She wrote something as a letter to Donald Trump, and it was really quite good. I thought it was really quite good. So and she spoke it out and recorded it. I got a little microphone. She wanted a little microphone for little thing. So I got a little microphone the other day, and that sent her, and she recorded that. So just on her mum's phone. It worries me about their own mental health, anxiety. Going places thinking people looking at you just because you have colour of your skin. Well, you shouldn't feel like that. Not this day and age. We've come so bloody far. And now all this is going on. You've got the Reform Party, you've got the AFD, you've got flipping Donald Trump. And although they put a few token black people in, don't they? Just like the Tories did in the UK, put a few black people on the cabinet just as, But Donald Trump, no. What does he do? He's sacking all the black people and women. Because apparently they got their jobs through diversity. Not for the fact that he's a fighter pilot ace. I can't remember his name now. But anyway, he's basically a general. And he got sacked by Donald Trump. Because he reckons that he got sacked for his... because he's only dead because of DEI. It's ludicrous. But the fact that he's the reason why he's sacked is because he spoke up against... this behaviour before, and he's been working very hard to actually have diversity, which is the thing that Donald Trump is working against. So it's quite sad, really. I just find it very sad. So I know I joke and I jest about this stuff, but it isn't necessarily how I'm truly feeling about it. I kind of feel a bit of anxiety myself about it, to be fair, and it worries me about the future of my grandchildren. And like anybody else's grandchildren, or anybody else of relative minority groups, and the same with trans people, and homosexuals and lesbians and all that, anybody actually, anyone that these so-called white, blonde, blue-eyed men treat as the other. It just sickens me. That's sickening me. Anyway, I'll get into a rant. I'll stop. Oh, so where was I? Thanks, Alistair. Dumpf is Mussolini wants to weaken Europe, yes, since he can only count to 3: Russia, China, and the US. I don't think he actually likes China as much as we think he does. The thing about Russia is they're happy to give him shitloads of stuff. China, I don't think China bribes them, and China doesn't flatter them. Putin knows how to work them. He flatters them. I think the thing about President Xi is the fact that he's a strong man, and he sees them as such, and he does respect strong men. But he's always talking about tariffs for China, isn't he? He sees them as a transactional enemy. Flipping out, $8 for a dozen eggs. Crikey! I did a little video clip the other day. I think I showed you on Friday. Yeah, and it's I can get 10 eggs for $1.70 at the moment. And that is actually quite expensive. They used to be $1.10, they did. That's the cheapest eggs. But the ones we normally get are $2.88 for a dozen. So, Yeah, we have a bit of mixture going on. We have a dozen eggs, or we have 10 eggs, or half a dozen eggs. It's just, or you buy them loose. UK and France are not conquered. No. Lippy lefty, good concept. Hello. Was ready when you need him. Oh yeah, he died of a heart attack already, didn't he? Yeah, Rampov Krasnov is Donald Trump agent Donalski, says Stephen. Stephen, I'm divorced and changing back to my maiden name because they are trying to suppress women's votes in a bill on the table right now. Oh, crikey. Women voted for this. And some people believe in it. Oh. Yeah, cheers, Alistair. MAGA troll dealt with. Sorry, Marcus, I gave him a chance, but he continued to troll. I trust you, my friend. I trust you. My God, East Coast, a dozen eggs, $10.99. Crikey. $3 in Canada. So that's about right, isn't it? That's probably about the same what I'm paying, about €288. Is that about right, about the same? I just, the eggs. But you're having to cull so many chickens. It is spreading, though. It's, the, mad chicken. Bird flu, it's spreading to animals, and also to people. And some people aren't even getting any symptoms. They just become carriers, don't they? Asymptomatic or something they call it. It's just like you had with COVID as well, isn't it, My finger's bleeding. But I've done it. So, sorry, Alice, I won't do it again. So Simon says 55. Mexico's $1.70 for eggs. In America, $7.80. That's pretty cool. Depends on where you are in the United States to the price of eggs. A dozen eggs is $2.65. So that isn't too bad, is it? Robert R. says Canada will take all the non-whites, so Trump won't want us. That might be a good philosophy there. A good strategy. Project 2025. Yeah, you've seen how far he's getting through that rapidly. It's all about taking women's rights to vote away. Yes. They don't want in a state that women shouldn't. Well, the Bible actually says this. Women shouldn't be in positions of power. That's in the Bible. I was hoping we got past all this, the suffragettes and stuff, Do you know what? When I saw Kamala Harris doing so well, when she had that debate with Donald Trump, I was so hopeful. I thought that was done deal. So I keep bleeding. I sincerely thought that was going to be it. I thought, crikey, that'd be good. She was a rational woman. She was a caring woman. All she's done is try and help people her life, And that could have been good. But no, not now. Got Donald Trump. And he's trying to shoot down all the people who are decent. Like AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Yeah, AOC anyway. And I love that woman. I think she is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. She's not frightened to talk about her past and the fact that she's had a very modest upbringing and stuff. She's absolutely brilliant. I need more people like that. And can't she hold her own? We need more strong women like that, We do. I do like strong women, My dear wife, she's quite timid. But she's sweet. She's a very kind soul. We will do a live stream together, actually. We'll do that. We'll do that one day. We have done it before, actually. We'll have to find something we can mutually talk about, which is plenty really, because we're talking about similar stuff. Then Kamala also went on the road with Liz. Oh, yeah. Cheney. Liz Cheney. Not a great move. No. Yeah, she did. AOC stopped a Doge raid at the Department of Labour last Friday. She did. And crikey, didn't she have a speech? She really can put it out there, can't she? I'm so impressed with her. I'm trying to track the SAVE Act, and it's absolutely stupid. I don't know about it. What's the SAVE Act? What do they mean by the things? They always word things in such a way, like I don't know. For an example, no. Like for instance, all these so-called think tanks that have names like, for instance, the European Progress Think Tank or something stupid like that, and to make them sound positive, but when they're just fascists, a bunch of fascists. She's de facto Democratic leader, yeah. But we're not hearing much from Kamala Harris at the moment, are we, unfortunately? So that's a bit sad, but the AOC, she'd be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Has she got enough experience, knowledge? I don't know what her educational background is, I don't know. But she basically worked the tables, didn't she, to get her education. I used to pick eggs as a kid, but they grow on bushes. What? You pick the eggs. You grow them on bushes, do you? What the hell? I thought chickens lay eggs. The thing that get me is, chicken, right? They don't have a wee hole, though. They don't really have a poo hole either. They have what we think of a ven. They poop and they wee out the same hole. Oh, crikey, feel mushy. Blimey. They sell it as a secure the vote bill. Oh, I see. What are you talking about? Oh, say that. Secure the vote bill. But it's actually a vote suppression bill. Oh, for God's sake. I need to really look into that. Thanks for that. I'm going to write that down. Got my pen. So it's the vote suppression bill. So is that the SAVE Act, I take it? So it's the vote. So secure the vote. Doesn't sound much like democracy to me. So it's a voter suppression. Crikey. Oh, damn me. Whatever next? And people think Keir Starmer's bad. And apparently Starmer used to pick up stones at his local farm. And who knows all about agriculture. Talk about stone picking. When I used to do a lot of construction work, we had a maintenance firm as well. We used to do a lot of post-build maintenance. Ground maintenance as well. So before the takeover of the land by the council, the land had to be approved. And Wilcon Homes being who they are, tight arse bastards. Anyway, they would all the diggings and stuff would go on where the park's going to be. And all the diggings are full of stones and stuff. They keep getting pushed up for several years. And the councils would try and put off the takeover of the parks for as long as possible, so they'd have to pay for it, because meanwhile, the actual, Wilcon Homes, the building firm, the house builders, are having to pay for the maintenance. So they're on and on and on. Well, we had to do one year, we had to go through, I had a team of people, right? I had 30, 40 people on this field of 6 acres. And 1 or 2 weeks, was it? They were on their hands and knees with buckets, picking out stones. Getting paid for that. Good money and all, I tell you. That's nuts. Meanwhile, I'll be on a construction site building a house or doing an extension with someone, or loft conversion. They were the days that they were. Oh, blimey. things we used to do, to earn a crust. You see, the thing is, you have to take on everything. It wasn't, because you did the maintenance, you did whatever they threw at you, you had to do it. And I just had loads of contacts. Okay, well, I got to loads of people. And some of them would be Romanians, some would be English, Brits and that. And, all sorts of nationalities. Didn't matter. It didn't bother me. So picking stones. Like prison sentence, isn't it? It's like a bit of chain gang. It's always, when you see when they're searching for people after someone's got missing, it was like that. We had like lines of people going across with buckets and poking about with sticks. I had tools, like little weed tools. That's what they were. They'd use. Oh, they were the days. Long while ago now. Hello there, Jeffrey Boyle. Oh, cheers from Philadelphia in Pennsylvania. Hello there. Hope you're well. Hey, he's got a hat. He's got a cowboy hat. A cult. It's a cult. The whole thing's a cult. It's a cult. It's not democracy at all. And they're going to do everything they can if they manage to stay in power. We don't have some kind of revolution and the heads get put on pikes. Never mind January the 6th. They're going to have all the MAGA. They're going to go in and they're going to oust Donald Trump and put his head on a pike. Yeah, because they can't feed their kids and they just lost their job. Yeah, and people complain about Keir Starmer in the UK. For God's sake. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been a real Starmer fan. Some things he does I agree with, and other things I think that's a bit stupid. Farming bit, well, I don't have much sympathy for them, to be honest. Not for the farmers. I've worked with and alongside them and that, and I just don't like the methods. Okay, they've got very little. They go on about, oh, we're custodians of the land. Yeah, then they can burn and bring plastic. The old plastic crap that goes around the flipping hay bales and shit like that. Yeah, they've got no concern. And then they do. There's a thing called LERAP in the UK. I don't know if it's changed now because it's a long while ago. And because I got a spraying, it's that date now, but I got a spraying certificate. Crikey, what's it called again? It's for boom spraying, but it's the 6th. Oh, crikey, what's it called? Anyway. Thing called LERAP, which basically means a certain area around the field near water courses and stuff like that, or fosses, land drains or anything like that. You're not allowed to spray. You mustn't spray it. So you have to manage your spray. You're supposed to put signs up as well for a period of time on the field, on all pedestrian-facing sides of the field, so people know what's been sprayed. They don't do any of that. And just spray willy-nilly in the wind and what have you, and it goes absolutely everywhere. Killing absolutely everything. They've got no concern whatsoever. I have not met a farmer that has any real concern. Unless they're obviously a bio farm, they're a lot better. Oh, anyway. So, narcissists wear red hats and they've got red necks. We call them gammons in the UK. Yeah, we call them gammons. And we're not called people gammon before. You can't say that, that's racist. What? How's that racist? Being a gammon's not a race, it just means you're red-faced and angry. You can't spell red without hatred. Oh, crikey. Narcissists wear red hats and rednecks. They do. Carla! What's Carla say? Keep up the good fight. I can't find it now. I can't. Timotheus Vanesk last time. I'm looked, yes, and they're going to need about 60 odd votes. I'm trying to be an extremely annoying individual, calling my senators. Keep at it. Just work at it. Just the best thing you can do. Just harass them. Just like what's been going on in some of the local meetings with the senators, was it the senators or the governors or whatever they are in these places, and they are being lynched by Republican MAGA. They're not happy. A lot of it's about stealing what you're doing with our data, stealing our data. You know, it's funny to watch, but also it's sad that it's got to that point. And it's going to take the pain to accept that something is wrong, and before they even do anything about it, until they accept the pain. You know, it's not accept the pain. They got to feel the pain. They got to feel the pain before anything happens. It's a sad truth of all, but everyone's going to feel the pain, aren't they? Everyone. And this does feel over. You know, it'll be funny, but what happens in the US? You know, when you guys sneeze, we all catch a cold and all. Look at the disharmony it's causing in the EU at the moment and in the United Kingdom. We'll think, hang on, what are we going to do? We've got Keir Starmer, I think, going over there to suckle on Donald Trump's chocolate starfish. And then you're going to have him fluffing him by giving him a state visit. And then you've got the EU thinking, hang on, how do we treat them? Actually, they've been a little bit more, how to put it, confrontational. Germany, for instance, has been a bit more confrontational. Actually, talking about even Zelensky, he said that Donald Trump is in a disinformation space. He also posted, but we've got some eggs that we can sell you, or something like that. He can be quite funny, but there again, I suppose he was a comedian. Oh, dear me. It does get me, though. It really does get me sometimes. And Trump is the perfect recruited. I don't think he's not clever enough to be a spy. He's just happy to click data and information, isn't he? This is what I think Trump is doing. This is interesting. I'll send it to them. Yeah, I'll carry a pigeon. Yeah, why the heck has he had all that stuff? That's all boxes and boxes of top secret files, government files, in his basement, and then there's a photocopier right beside it. Now, if that isn't a telltale sign something's going on, I don't know what is. I would call that as circumstantial evidence. You can actually tell, with a photocopy on the drum, you can actually tell from that what's printed, the last thing that was printed on it. So I wonder. I don't think they did that though, did they? There are ways. There's residue. A bit like fingerprint. The perfect target is, there we go. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. The compromat. Oh. Yes. Donald Trump rapes his wife after scalp reduction surgery. Yes. What's that? Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'm just giving some space. Just finding some space. There we go. On there. Oh, I don't know if you heard. There's a Iris. Have you heard of Iris 2? It's an alternative to Starlink, and it's the European Union's version. And it is... Yeah, Europe has a solution for Starlink. It's faster and the quality is better, probably because it's lots of contended at the moment. There's big people using it. The Iris 2 program, Iris will make Starlink obsolete, hopefully, and provide permanent global coverage. So, I thought, wasn't Europe involved with the UK version? Is it the same thing? OneWeb. That's a OneWeb, where the UK spent £500 million on a satellite system, which they thought was for global positioning, but it's not as a web system. But all these low Earth satellites, they all fall out of the sky every 5 years anyway. It's reduced in orbit, you see, it's a low Earth orbit. It's called magnetism. Yes. I want to see Starlink fail. Not yet, not until the war's over in Ukraine, because they need it. Flipping out, alright. There's Donald Trump, alright. He's saying that if Zelensky don't sign the minerals deal, They're going to turn the Starlink off for Ukraine. That is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. These people are evil. Evil! That they are. Alright, here we go. I didn't finish what I was doing, was I? What did I get up to anyway? Oh, yeah. Kremlin direction of influence activity. We assess the President Putin and other senior Russian officials were aware and probably directed Russia's influence operations against the 2020 US presidential election. For example, we assess that Putin had purview over the activities of Andrei I can't say all these flippant names. Derkach, a Ukrainian legislator who played a prominent role in Russia's election influence activities, and Rudy Giuliani worked with Andrei, whatever his name is, to smear Joe Biden and create a false narrative around Hunter Biden and Burisma. Giuliani's involvement, remember him with his drip down his face, didn't it? His boot polish in his hair, yeah. And he managed to book a place next to a pawn shop, as you know, for Donald Trump, yeah. So Giuliani's involvement began as early as 2019. Republican Devin Nunes and Kash Patel were also involved with Giuliani and Derkach. Patel was placed in a high position at the Pentagon immediately following the 2020 election, and Trump tried putting him in charge of the CIA in December. Actors, methods, and operations. We assessed the Russia's intelligence services. Ukraine-linked individuals with ties to Russian intelligence and their networks, and the Russian state media trolls and online proxies engaged in activities targeting the 2020 US presidential election. The primary effort the IC uncovered, it revolved around a narrative that Russian actors began spreading as early as 2014, alleging corrupt ties between President Biden and his family and other US officials and Ukraine, and Russian intelligence services relied on Ukraine-linked proxies and these proxies networks, including their US contacts, to spread this narrative to give Moscow plausible deniability of their involvement. The goals in this effort were beyond the US presidential campaign to include in reducing the Trump administration's support for Ukraine. We have no evidence suggesting that the Ukrainian government was involved in any of these efforts. They're just individuals. A network of Ukraine-linked individuals, including Russian influence agent Konstantin Kilimnik, who were also connected to the Russian Federal Security Service, the FSB, which is basically the forerunner of KGB, took steps throughout the election cycle to damage US ties to Ukraine and denigrate President Biden and his candidacy and benefit former President Trump's prospects for re-election. Now, we assess this a network also sought to falsely blame Ukraine for interfering in the 2016 US presidential election. And Paul Manafort told the Trump campaign to blame Ukraine. As early as summer 2016, Manafort was also working with Kilimnik during the 2016 campaign and gave him a US voter data. Manafort's company, Event Strategies, was paid to put together the January 6th event that led to the insurrection at the Capitol. That still gets to me to the start. I just don't understand how any... He didn't let them all out, didn't he? You know, give them all pardons. So it's just... Some of these people, they beat up police officers, Maya. They defecated. So Derkach, Kilimnik, and their associates sought to use prominent US persons and media conduits to launder their narratives to US officials and audiences, like when Rudy Giuliani and Andrei Derkach paired on One America News outlet, or network, sorry. These Russian proxies met with and provided materials to Trump administration-linked US persons to advocate for formal investigations, hired a US firm to petition US officials, and attempted to make contact with several senior US officials. Senator Ron Johnson and Chuck Grassley have been accused of using investigations into Ukraine as a conduit for Russian disinformation. And Johnson also met with and accepted documents from likely Putin proxy Andriy Telizhenko. The heart, my mouth don't move like that, all right? Let's just check the... Crikey, how long is this one? It's quite long, remember. But anyway, let's go and check the chat. So they've all been at it, including Mr. Drippy here. There we come. Right down the bottom. Right down the bottom we go. That. Right, so back onto the one. There we are. My granny would punish me by making me pick eggs. What do you pick eggs? What? How do you pick an egg? Mussolini is too busy destroying all the work America has done. Yeah, Mango Mussolini. Donald Trump. I was deployed in Qatar and loved being around our allies. When he is doing, will mess any future operations and trade. Oh my God, yeah. I would hope that once he's out or dead, that maybe things will turn to normal. I hope maybe even the Republican Party might turn back, go back to normal. Because this isn't even normal for the Republican Party. This lot is just unreal. And they've all kissed the ring, haven't they? They're all suckled up to Donald Trump. It's just Mitch McConnell, he has said, though, he's not going to be running again. He's probably had enough. Bolton, he's no friend of Trump, is he? Jonathan Reynolds flew to India today to negotiate the trade deal and the 515th instalment, and will come back with nothing, probably. But trust in it, How can you negotiate anything if there's no trust? See, you can't put all this sucking up to Donald Trump at the moment. You might just forget any deals with Donald Trump because he'll say something today and do something totally different tomorrow. You can't trust him. There's no trust in that man. He's just so erratic. Something going on up there, isn't there? He's got brain worm. He called it off. Kennedy Jr. Bobby Kennedy Jr. Chuck Grassley is 91 and sounds about 251. I don't know if I've listened to him before, Chuck Grassley. I might have done. I can't put a face to it at the moment. Chickens peck, and I enjoy eating them more because of this. Because they peck. I'll tell you what, we used to have cockerels, and we had one we called Damien for good reason. It was a little bantam cockerel. It was vicious as hell. It flap at you, that try and peck you in the face and stuff. Sort of flapping and trying to climb up you. Flipping thing he was. Crikey. Put me in a pot. Cock a farm. Bantam. He was awful. He was dangerous. The thing is, though, he was attacking the children as well. When the kids come around to play. They may don't be jealous, Susan Brown with tiny mushroom penis. Oh dear. The criminal who was working against Ukraine's interests on Russia's payroll before returning to the USA. Manafort. Oh, it's just... I don't understand. There's no Russia collusion. No collusion, there isn't, according to Donald Trump and others. I just remember, I've got that clip there somewhere. There's no collusion. No collusion. Have I got it there? No, I haven't. No, 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 no. No, I've got it on there yet. I'll put that on there, don't I? There's plenty of MAGA idiots, though. I've got some MAGA idiots on there. Maybe I need some more clips like that. Oh, I'd love to interview MAGA idiots. If I was in the United States, I'd love to do that. And if I was still in the UK, I'd love to do Brexiters, because there's still flipping idiots out there. We ain't got no benefits, have we? No benefits of Brexit. What have we won because of Brexit? Nothing. We're just worse off. And now we're looking at well, yeah, other places in the world as well. Looking at increased inflation. The UK looks like it's going to reach around 3.7%, according to the Office of Budget Responsibility. Is it Budget Responsibility? OBS? Might have been. What was the other one? Anyway. Didn't Orban try to stop the European? Yeah. Oh, Viktor Orban. He's always trying to. Well, trying to. He does. He votes against and uses his veto against anything that goes against Russia. But he's involved. When you consider that with the ICC and what have you, in the end of the day, it's a arrest warrant against Putin. Yeah, he doesn't get arrested. A bit like Netanyahu, I know about the US. I know the US is not in the ICC, is it? In National Court or Convention. But yeah, these people get away with bloody murder, don't they? Literally. He's delayed. They're trying to get some funding through for the for Ukraine at the moment, and Viktor Orban's kicking off and he's vetoing every bloody thing. Bastard. Mussolini is an abuser through and through. Yeah. Drumville Mussolini. So he will use info against you and spread disinformation. It's about having a little bit of truth and then draw it out of all proportion, so it becomes believable. It's a lie that's masked in a truth is the most dangerous lie of all. I can't remember who said that, but it's and that's kind of how I see people like Andrew Tate and people like that. And also Jordan Peterson. They have a little tiny bit of truth. And it hides all the hate and all the nasty stuff behind it. And it kind of draws people in. So they grab them before they actually hit them with the crap, basically. And there's another conservative, I can't remember what it's called now. What was that all called? With Jordan Peterson. Organised by Jordan Peterson. But now, these people are just unreal. They're not conservatives. They're not conservatives. Trump is not a conservative. None of them lot are conservatives. They're too extreme to be a conservative. They're just evangelical nutters. Nutcases. And they just want total control. Unfortunately. Right. There we go. Right. Who's the leaky head? Giuliani. Why would you put that? What is wrong with people? Why are people so fucking vain? That's why these American politicians, they're so vain. They've got no reason. They're so frightened of getting old. Why is he putting all this shit in his head? Look at boot polish. So he's blacked them up or something. It's like the stuff you put on the iron grates for your fire. Why would you do that? It's not as though it looks real. It looks stupid. So desperate. Don't do that. Just grow old gracefully. Just be yourself. If that means blackening your hair up, well then that's supposed to then you do it. But the fact that Donald Trump, Well, to all that have his scalp reduced. And then you got Elon Musk with his hair implants. It's such vanity and insecurity. They're just not happy with themselves. To be fair to Elon Musk, though, actually, he was balding quite early on, wasn't he? He was quite young when he started balding. Always was a bit of a geek, but he's had a nose job and all sorts of stuff he has. But what's the point? These people have all this flipping plastic surgery. When they do get old, they do not look good. No. Reminds me of that scene of in Men in Black, the first one. When the alien, centipede alien, comes down in his little spaceship and he takes the farmer's skin. And the wife said, "You don't look too well," or something. Sugar or something. Put sugar in the glass when he said, "Bring it in." Says, "Yeah, you don't look too well." And he, "This is better." His skin was like falling off his face. A bit like that, you know. And these people, I just don't get it. They made themselves look so ridiculous. The lips get bigger and bigger and bigger. Boobs get so big they end up being one. Nipples start joining in the middle. That's what's going on. You always see at the back of the ears, can't you? It's like looks like they got gills. Just don't do it. Just because you got a bit of money, why do it? Just be happy with what you got. Unless you had like, a serious accident or something like that. Or you got a cleft lip. Or you had too much coke and your what's-its fell out. Yeah, that sort of thing. What? Giuliani. Yeah. Starlink belongs to Elon Musk. Yeah, don't use Starlink. Yeah, and that's pretty much, obviously it's going to be, they're going to stop it anyway, it's the same for Ukraine. Which is pretty disgusting, but hopefully this other one takes off and it hopefully pushed it, Starlink to one side. Bit of luck. There we go. Get down the bottom again. Looking for blue hairs, but I only get dyeing tips. Dyeing tips? Looking for dyeing tips. Blue hairs? What are they? Blue hairs? I've got... Okay. To be honest, it's no different than the blue hairs in the UK. Oh, you talk about the blue rinse. The blue rinse. The old people who dye their hair and it's like a blue rinse. It's bizarre. It's like a purpley blue colour. So they've got really grey hair, but they've got this like bluey colour tinge to it. It's quite strange. And then with a perm. I don't get it either. Yeah. That's what Lippy Lefty is talking about regarding blue hairs. It's the blue rinse. Have your blue rinse. Steak and mushrooms indeed go beautifully together. Yeah, that's very Norfolk. Yeah, beautifully. Steak and mushrooms. Oh, nice thick gravy in there, and all that pie. Steak and mushroom pie. Oh, with a thick crust. A proper homemade crust. None of that roll-out pastry shit. My dear wife, she makes lovely pastry. Oh, so good. Did it? In Europe, I made chilli today. We had chilli. Yeah, we like chilli. She's vegetarian, so it was a bean chilli. The bean chilli. All vegetarian in that. Loads of beans. I've been farting like a trooper. Yeah. In Europe, we don't understand these mass churches with thousands of people. Yeah, what is all that about? You're saved! You're healed! What's that all about? I don't get that either. Huh? That's just a way of extorting money out of people, it seems. Some of these people are so bloody rich. And what's that? Who's that woman again? It was Donald Trump's been God. Donald Trump's been God. Donald Trump's been God. Donald Trump's been God. Donald Trump's been... Oh, what the hell's that all about? He's made the religious something or other, isn't he, Donald Trump? It's absolutely crazy. The Vatican has actually been sort of... What the heck is that all about? Oh, the boat isn't looking well, is he? Oh, it looks like it's inflating. He looks like Donald Trump now when he was that blimp. He's got a hell of a lot of fluid, retained fluid, isn't he? Sitting his face, his chin, and that. He's not gonna last well. It's pneumonia for him. It's just his heart isn't working properly, so he's getting too much water on the lungs. So all the pleural layers end up, then the water ends up in your body because of your blood, and it just ends up finding ways out, and you basically blow up. A bit like James Bond when, they shot the sofa and. Anyway. Slide them a chair. So what cramp? Oh, got a little cramp now. Oh yeah. Oh crikey. Right. Say Caroline. Caroline's upstairs. Oh, and it's tasty. Oh, and it just steak and mushrooms is tasty. Oh, a nice sauce. Trump toilet paper with Southern Canada is orange. Well, you can get Trump toilet paper. So you wipe butt on his face, or wipe his butt with his face. What if it's orange? And probably you get left with like an orange streak on your butt, wouldn't you? The dye will come out. Trump is busy in a tanning salon. What is it? There's definitely a spray tan, isn't it? It's a spray tan, isn't it? It's not a tanning salon. It could be though, because a little bit white lines on his eyes could be where he puts the goggles on. Steak and onions. Oh, crikey! It was make me feel hungry now. Blimey, Cheeto Jesus, that he is. Hello, friendly tourist. Infallible and inflating. Yes, he is. Oh, I don't think he's going to be about for long. Is the Pope. Pray for Pope Francis, the only Christian with balls to point out Trump. Yeah, he is. I wasn't too comfortable though when that boy came up to him and he kissed him on the lips and it was like a full-on snog. That felt a little bit wrong to me. Saying that, I was taken backwards. I delivered a washing machine for a friend's friend, and in the train, anyway, I took it to the place, and two kids were there, and usual kiss on the cheek with a friend, said hello and all that. And it's in France, right? The two little tots, I say tots, one was about 7, little boy was about 7, and the girl was about 6, something like that, about that sort of age. Anyway, they climbed up onto my trailer, all right, and they kissed me on the lips. I thought, what? I'm not used to that. That's apparently it's normal in France. It feels a bit strange. But it wasn't a snog. It was just a peck. And that was it. Was anyone watching? Oh, Joe, hope you're well. You would have a chocolate orange starfish, just like Dumpy if you used orange toilet paper. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh, it's so ridiculous. It's kind of funny, but it's dangerous, isn't it? Yeah, I'm from Norfolk. Oh, Rob, what are you asking? My partner is British with a posh accent. Where are you from? You say I've got a posh accent. Oh, how rude! I'm from Norfolk. Just for us, yeah. I'm from Norfolk. I was born in Eastern Norwich in Norfolk, and then when I met Mrs., we moved up to Salhouse near Wroxham Broads, and Salhouse Broads. So it's Norfolk. It's actually quite a nice village. Actually, it's quite a nice place. But yeah, it's hence my accent. But my accent has got worse. I've had I used to have a really high pitched voice. All right, when I used to answer the phone, people used to think I was a woman on the phone. But I've got a problem with my thyroid, and it's affected my vocal cords. So I literally it's changed. I've gone horsey. Yes, horsey. That orange creature is getting demented by the hour. Yes, MAGA hats love it when I say he is too old to be president. He's losing his marbles, isn't he? And the stuff he's been saying to call Zelensky a flippin' dictator, for Christ's sake. He's made himself look so stupid. And when does that CPAC chanting for about 20 minutes about himself, and the rest of the time's about stuff that he's done. And then about himself a bit more. Polls. Lying, blatantly lying about the polls. When his poll ratings are plummeting big time. Zelensky's aren't. No, he hasn't got 4% poll rating. That's bollocks. You could be Joe Cocker, style crew, you know. Oh, I love Joe Cocker. Hello, Regan Light. Hope you're well, Regan. Oh, I know this guy. Yeah, I know you too. I've seen you out somewhere. No, I have. I think it was on YouTube, yeah. I love the Brits. That's why I married one. Yeah, me too. I married a Brit. Oh, dear. Yeah, do you think that's dementia, or do you think it's just his hatred? It's dementia, you'd think he'd be forgetting stuff and that, wouldn't you? He's angry. I think he's just really angry. And he's angry because he's been dragged through the courts. And now it's time for his revenge, right across the board. It's going to destroy absolutely everything. Destroy the country, the economy, and make it very, very difficult for people to get ahead. Have a decent standard of living. A job. Especially a federal job. You're not allowed federal jobs, as you know. Crazy. Absolutely crazy what's happening. And it affects everybody. It's not just affecting the United States. Obviously, you're getting it worse, obviously. And the things in the United States are never going to affect, say, for instance, the United Kingdom. It's not to that degree anyway. Like, for instance, the NHS. Now, they get a lot of, the NHS gets a huge amount of bad press because people just talk about bad shit. But they do a hell of a lot of good. Hell of a lot of bloody good. You know? Once you got on the door, once you waited about 20 hours, you're fine, you know? In A&E. I was treated in A&E when I was in the UK, and it's a few years back, I dislocated my shoulder, and waiting times weren't brilliant, but it wasn't that bad either. Come in and went out. They tried to manipulate it back in themselves, but they couldn't do it because I was quite muscular back then. You see, apparently I was fighting it. Yeah, he said I was too big up top. I was all going to waste now. That's turned to fat. Anyway, that's worked on the old tools, does that? So I did. Anyway, he put me out and just popped it back in again. That's the way to do it. But flipping out the pain. Oh, it's unreal. It's nerve pain. It's like having toothache in the shoulder. God bless the NHS. The NHS is brilliant. Free at the point of service. It just... Clement Attlee. What a flipping hero that man was. Clement Attlee. In the term that he was in, he achieved a hell of a lot of bloody good. And go to the NHS. That's a quite basic service back then, wasn't it, when it first came out? But, it kept people alive. That was the thing. It's far more complicated now. It deals with a hell of a lot more stuff. Oh, matron. Carry on, matron. It's brilliant. The NHS is brilliant. And the people who work in there, well, absolutely run ragged they are. And they're abused. And they do not get the credit that they deserve. As people stood there, doing their pots and pans during COVID, smashing the pots and pans on a Thursday. Yeah. The heroes and stuff, But post-COVID, it's like, what money do you? Treat them like shit. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Just think of what you could have. You could have the United States system. People are dying. They're going to lose what little healthcare they've got. Have you ever heard so much crap that an insurance company can actually say, no, I'm not going to treat you. You're not covered. What? You can just die. That doesn't happen in the UK. Yes, some things go to a board and they meet up, what have you, say, yeah, do we want to invest in this? That does come to, you could go private instead, I suppose. It's whether or not the outcome is worth it. I say worth it, I mean it's going to be a good outcome. Are you going to survive it? Especially with things like cancers and that. Like Anders Puck Nielsen said, don't worry about current negotiations. Be worried about the ones that follow these. Once these fail, oh God, yeah. Because those ones will be you for real. Yeah, Donald Trump has been breaking laws all his life. Now, if you want this website, trumpfile.org, there is, if I remember rightly, let's go on. Illegal activity, all on Donald Trump. So if I drag this over here, maybe we can see some of the titles. Oh, move that away. Okay. The trumpfile.org. All right, it's quite interesting. Fred Trump and the KKK. Roy Cohn, maybe we'll do some of these actually. That Fred Trump investigated by New York for pocketing millions from the state. The Department of Justice sues Fred and Donald Trump for discrimination. Donald Trump is investigated for bribery, possible mob ties. There's just too much of this for it not to be true. Some of it, that is. It's just how much money they've got. They just pay people off to shut up, don't they? Silence them. Trump Tower opens after controversy. Protests, mob ties. Well, there's bodies in the concrete columns. Donald Trump helps Russian mafia member laundering money. Canada tails future Taj Mahal executive, transnational crime member. Oh, sorry, it's not Trump, is it? Trump Castle opens in Atlantic City. Guests get cocaine. So, Trump Tower gambling ringleader arrested for murder? Bloody hell. Donald Trump is breaking New York voting law. Surprise, surprise. FTC asks Justice Department to prosecute Donald Trump. In 87. My God, that's Rudy Giuliani. That's when he had hair. Start of a comb over there, isn't there? You know. You can see the resemblance. That's the most distinguishing feature is his mouth. Robert Maxwell. Well, what happened to him? He disappeared and drowned. Passports for Mokovic helps the KGB. And he got obviously his daughter Ghislaine Maxwell, who's helping Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein. I did a video earlier. I said Charlie Epstein. I don't know why I did that. I think I lost a temporary lapse of concentration. Donald Trump rapes his wife and scalp reduction. She's got piercing eyes like a crikey. Look at my eyes, not around my eyes, into my eyes. Fred Trump illegally transferred more than $3.5 million to Donald through casino chips. Oh. Moskovich moves criminal enterprise to Budapest. I don't know who he is. Oh, what to do? And it goes on and on and on. It's pages and pages of it. On the trumpfile.org. So, it's interesting, I think. Anyway, I think it's time. I'm getting really tired now. And, oh my gosh, 2.5 hours. Oh, blimey. What time is it? It's flipping now. It's only 1 o'clock now. 37 minutes past midnight. It's past my bedtime, even though I don't normally go to bed that early. But maybe I should. But I'm feeling really tired at the minute, so I'm going to probably have to call it a night, I think. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining us. And don't forget to boot the old like button if you haven't done so already, you know. Yeah. And don't forget, there is a very cute little baby. Yeah, it's this one here. There he is. Oh my God, looks like the Pope. Those cheeks. Who would follow the Pope? Who would come if Pope dies? He's getting old anyway, isn't he? So he's in his 80s, isn't he? So at some point he's going to go, isn't he? And he doesn't look too well. He looks like he could go any moment. I wonder who would take over. They vote on it, don't they? Is that about the white smoke and the grey black smoke or something? I don't know. So let's just check the chat before I go. So what we got here? Oh God, I'm tired. Have you all now? Oh. Yeah, good to see you, Regan. Hope you're well, friend. I hope the girlfriend's well. You get married, didn't you? No, it's Joe. It's nice to see you here. Yeah, good night, comic politic. Susan Brown, thanks for being a great host. Oh, thank you. I just wing it. I just sort of found a few things and just winged it through. Hope it was okay. American evangelicalists have done to Christmas what ISIS did for Islam. That's true, isn't it? It's kind of like they weaponize things, don't they? Or they indoctrinate people with It's like St George's flag, isn't it? You know, the England flag, and now we think about being the Brexit flag. Oh crikey, the extremists use that flag. And the same with the Union Jack, even, you know, it's like, for instance, extremist politicians. We see that as being kind of been weaponised a bit. You know, with the flipping Tories, you know, the Conservatives, every time you see them on TV, they've got giant flags beside them. Donald Trump absolutely defecated the the Stars and Stripes. Oh, he's like trying to seduce it. What the heck is going on there? Oh, and you got the Confederate flag. Everything seems to, and the word woke. It's totally homeless. Harmless. It's totally harmless. Might be homeless as well, I don't know. But yeah, that's been completely utterly weaponised by the right. It's just like they grab onto anything. It's like they did that frog image. Oh, what's his name again? Oh, the right wing. The Proud Boys. They look onto a friendly frog, especially a friendly frog, but they made it out as some kind of evil frog. Yeah, not, you know, stolen by the right wing. It happens right across the board, doesn't it? You know, and they just wreck everything. There's nothing constructive about it. They're all destructive. They're not constructive people, are they? They want to just ruin everything for people. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just full of hate, you know. And I don't get me wrong, I have moments of hate of individuals who, quite frankly, are happy to see other people suffer. I don't like people like that. I do hate upon them because quite frankly, I have no respect for them because they just want other people who are just minding their own business, basically not to enjoy their lives, not to get on in life, not to, well, just pay the bills, you know, just manage in some cases, in many cases, just manage. They're all put down all the while, and there's what sort of bollocks regarding people who come over in visas and what have you to the United Kingdom, and they get all our benefits, they're coming over here getting all our benefits. No, they don't. But they have to pay a premium. It's about £1,100. I don't know what it is now, but a year ago or 2 years ago, I think it was about £1,100 to actually have healthcare. So they have to pay a subsidy every year. Now, my son-in-law's on a visa. You know, Ken he's on a visa. So he has to pay this subsidy. He doesn't get any benefits or anything like that. And because my daughter is living with him, she gets nothing at all, if need be. So they work very, very hard. You get your child benefit and stuff like that. But say, for instance, Yasmin, my daughter, she can't get any benefits regarding, like dole, whatever. Universal credit, that's it, universal credit. Because she's with Ken, living with Ken. And he's on a visa. Doesn't seem right, does it? That's how it is. And that's across the board. Anyone coming on the visa or working on the visa for NHS, they're paying a premium, plus they get absolutely nothing. They don't get no pension credits or anything. Not pension credits, they don't get no pension. You know. He will if he obviously gets a citizenship, which he's going through the process of trying to do. But it's not easy. A lot of English people wouldn't be able to do that language course. So, anyway, where was I? $15 months paid maternity leave for each child. 15 months? Blimey. That was one of the things that really scared me, because I had to employ people. I was quite fortunate I didn't have that problem, but the maternity, because I was in a small business, if I had to pay 2 sets of wages to get the work done, that bugger us right up. There wasn't enough profit margin in the job to do that. And the type of work that we were doing. It was okay on the construction side, that was alright. But the other businesses, that wouldn't have done so well. Oh, I get you. We need logic. Logic would be very good. And on that note, I'm going to say toodaloo and have a very nice evening or sleep. Snuggle up. If you're on your own, get yourself a little pillow to snuggle up with. Imagine it's somebody nice. Yeah, but not Donald Trump. Yeah. If it's Donald Trump, or you need to get yourself a Sharpie. All right, not a signature. You want a signature on it. You need to draw a starfish on it, okay? Maybe. Well, anyway. So I'm going to say toodaloo. But before I do, we're going to go...
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
Oh, I need to steal my scaling, I do. That I do. Anyway. I'll go fall asleep, so I'm going to have to go. Toodaloo. Oh, I nearly forgot. Thank you to the Spanners. And thank you for joining us. Oh, blimey, that would have been so bad. Okay, and I'll just give you the dancing baby again anyhow. Blimey. Oh, then the pork markets. Yeah, okay. What about, a bit. Porn. A little bit porn. Sure. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Here we go.
Now, I mean, if ever there was something to cheer up Nigel Farage, surely it was that.
I didn't want that one. Quick, it's gone. No, not that one. That one.
Nigel's a model, you know what I mean, and he does his little turn on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah, he does his little turn on the catwalk. Get him off, Nigel. I'm too sexy for my cat. Too sexy for my cat. Poor pussy. Poor pussy cat. Oh, too sexy for my love. Love's going to leave me.
But new.
Blimey. Ooh. Toodaloo.